Why do manipulators always win? And why do you always lose? Think back. That colleague who never seemed the most talented, yet always got the promotion. That friend who constantly borrowed from you, and somehow convinced you it was your duty to help. That partner who twisted every argument until you apologized, even when they were the one who hurt you. It happens again and again. You walk away feeling used, drained, confused, yet they walk away victorious. Is it luck? Is it charisma? Or is there a hidden force, a blueprint of control that only they seem to understand? The truth is unsettling. Manipulators win because they don't play by the same rules. Where most people seek fairness, honesty, and peace, manipulators seek advantage, dominance, and control. And they use the oldest weapons known to humanity: your emotions, your fears, your own desire to belong. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see the invisible threads that pull at your mind every single day. Manipulators don't need strength, don't need truth, they don't even need permission. They use techniques hidden in plain sight. Charm, the sweet smile that makes you drop your guard. Fear, the subtle threat that keeps you silent. Guilt, the whispered reminder that you owe them. Confusion, the fog that makes you question your own memory. Silence, the pause that forces you to reveal more than you intended. To the untrained eye, it looks natural, but it is. Any word, every gesture, every pause is calculated. The manipulator is not reacting. They are directing your thoughts, your emotions, your choices, and the most dangerous part. You think you're in control. You think you made the decision, but the seed was planted long before you even opened your mouth. But why does it work? Why do manipulators always seem to win? Because your brain isn't built for truth. It's built for survival. You seek acceptance. You crave safety. You long for approval. And you fear rejection more than almost anything else. Manipulators know this. They exploit the architecture of your mind when they mirror your emotions. You feel understood when they give you praise. You feel seen when they pull away affection. You panic, desperate to regain. It's not magic. It's psychology. They don't need chains to hold you. They only need the prison of your own thoughts. It's like being trapped in a hall of mirrors. Every reflection is distorted, but you can't remember what reality looked like anymore. And in that confusion, the manipulator steps forward as the only clear image, the one you cling to, even if it's the very image destroying you. Look around. Manipulation isn't rare. It's the air we breathe in relationships. Love becomes a leash. Affection is given and taken away like currency, making you believe that pleasing them is the only way to feel safe. In friendships, loyalty becomes a weapon. Secrets are traded, favors demanded, until you realize you've been carrying a weight that was never yours. In politics, leaders don't need truth, they need fear. Fear unites faster than hope, and a terrified population is easier to control. In business and marketing, your desires are twisted into needs. Suddenly, you believe you can't live without the product, not because it's essential, but because someone planted the seed of inadequacy inside you. Even in family, manipulation lurks in traditions, obligations, and guilt. After all I've done for you, a phrase that can imprison someone for decades. You've felt it, that moment when your heart screamed no, but your mouth whispered yes, that time you agreed just to keep the peace. That day you walked away doubting your own memory, while they walked away smiling. This isn't weakness. This is the hidden battlefield of human connection. So why do manipulators always win? Because most people don't even realize there's a game. You assume every conversation is honest. You assume every compliment is genuine. You assume every smile means safety. But to a manipulator, these are tools, not gifts. They are playing chess while you're playing checkers. Every time you ignore the red flags, every time you excuse the unease in your gut, every time you silence your own doubts, you hand them the victory, and the cost is high. You lose confidence, you lose trust, you lose freedom. Sometimes, you lose your very sense of self, because manipulation doesn't just change your decisions, it changes who you believe you are. To understand why manipulators always win, you must see the layers of control they use. First, emotional control. They hook your feelings. Second, cognitive control. They twist your thoughts. Third, behavioral control. They push you to act in their favor. By the time you realize what's happening, the layers are already stacked, and escape feels impossible. That's why so many people stay in toxic jobs, in abusive relationships, in friendships that drain them, because the cage is invisible, but the lock feels unbreakable. But here is the secret manipulators don't want you to know. Their power only works in darkness. The moment you see the strings, the moment you recognize the game, the illusion begins to collapse. When you question instead of accept, when you pause instead of react, when you trust your own memory over their words, you cut the invisible threads. Awareness is the enemy of manipulation. Knowledge is the weapon they cannot defend against. So why do manipulators always win? Because most people refuse to open their eyes. But you are no longer blind. You've seen the fog, you've seen the strings, and once you've seen them, you cannot unsee them. So the next time someone smiles too sweetly, the next time someone twists your words, the next time someone makes you doubt yourself, remember, they win only if you play their game, and if you are ready to stop being the puppet. If you are ready to cut the strings, then stay with us. Because here we expose the lies, we reveal the shadows, and we teach you to reclaim control. Subscribe and prepare to see the world as it truly is.